What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to the No BS Weight Loss Coach. As always, I am so grateful to have you here. Thank you for all your love, support, shares, tags, everything I am so grateful for. So please make sure that you send me a message after you listen to today's podcast and tell me what you think. Today we are talking about how to follow through with those fancy ass New Year's resolutions that you were so happy to make on Jan 1st. You're like, this is fantastic as you're clinking your little glasses together of champagne. It's fabulous. Let's make some resolutions and we're all over it. I'm going to lose weight. This is going to be my year. 2023 is all about the year of me. And yet here we are. It's not too far in, people. We're just about to hit, for me at the time of recording, 2 weeks in. But for most of us, nothing actually changed when 2023 clicked over. So let's start today with the fact that 2023 has arrived and possibly for you, nothing real has changed. Here's one of my biggest factors why I think that is so apparent in our lives is because the new year, new me BS just, like I often say, it just fucks with your mind and it makes you think that something magical is going to happen on January 1st. We think something magical is going to happen and Pixie's going to dance around my head. Harry Potter's going to come and ding me on the head and Dumbledore will visit me in the middle of the night and I will feel different and thereby start acting differently on January 1st. Well, as we all know, honey, that is not a thing. I prefer a completely different narrative, just a little spin on the old one. New year, same me, but better. You are evolving past the old versions of you. So as you know, this time of year in particular is a prime time for the weight loss industry. Honey, everybody's got their little fists out and they're grabbing for your money. I tell you, you can see it everywhere, from television commercials to social media ads, to every single coach in the weight loss industry that I've seen is like, come on, honey, you need to work with me. And what I truly think about this is that it's not that it's bad by any means. Like, you know, like everybody should have the ability to hock their wares if that's what they want to do. Of course, it's a free country. You do you. And also get yourself savvy and educated as to what is going to work for you this time. In order for you to become a more robust player in 2023, you need to start by analyzing your previous downfalls last year and perhaps in the years prior. Was it a time issue that was holding you back from achieving the goals that you said you were going to achieve? Was it a procrastination issue? Was it purely a shit happens issue? What was it that stopped you from achieving the weight loss or starting the new career or, I don't know, leaving the bad relationship? What was it that actually was holding you back? Because until you take full ownership and responsibility for that, you will not be free to move forward without some ridiculous sort of mud on your glasses that won't let you see properly. So start by asking yourself, what can you learn from it, from the past, from the previous ways that you manipulated your story to hold yourself back, and how can you use that to change your results this year? Because quite frankly, you can make excuses all day long, but you will never change fully unless you take full ownership of why you haven't taken action up to this point. And I really do want to take a second to talk about that and emphasize that, because I know for me, procrastination has been such a massive fucking issue in my life for many years, that this was the year that I decided to tackle that head on. I'm one of those people that it's not, look, let's be fair. It's not literal procrastination in that I just sit there watching Netflix and refuse to do the tasks that I've set out. I will stick my head in the sand and do tasks. I'm always very busy, but I'm not doing the tasks that are most relevant or that are the needle movers in any given situation or on any given day. So like I said, what that will do is that will allow you to continue to feel busy and productive without actually getting the results and the outcomes that you want. Then you stay frustrated and wonder why you're exhausted and tired and feeling drained, because you are not being true to the fullest version of yourself. You are almost carrying out a side hustle with your own life. Your life is waiting. It's waiting for you to step up and step into it and fully own it and execute it to the fullness of its ability. And you're over there with some funky little side hustle, keeping yourself busy and thinking that surely if I just run around in circles over here, maybe I'll magically get the result that I want in my life. No, honey, that is not a thing. I am just assuring you right now, that is not a fucking thing. My biggest recommendation that I have for you this year is to focus on, this is gold, absolute gold. Focus on your bounce back rate. No longer do I want you to focus on or even fucking care about got to get my eating right, got to get it perfect. If I mess up one time, then I've screwed up my weight loss and it's over. Especially when it comes to emotional eating and you're having a bad day or you've had a stressful day, everybody's worn you out and now you're exhausted, you find yourself eating emotionally. And what we do as emotional eaters is our bounce back rate in general is nil to non-existent. It's so low, it doesn't even register on the Geiger meter of bounce back rates. It doesn't even register. If your work or friend culture is to party all weekend long and just eat, it's Saturday, it's Sunday, it's Friday, it's Tuesday, we should eat. What could you have done in those scenarios to bounce back quicker? And what I mean by this, be very, very clear. I am not talking about you disengaging from the pleasurable activities in your life just purely to achieve your goal. That's what diets have you do. A diet will have you completely disengage from social circles, parties, events, social gatherings, having a coffee with a mate. Like none of that stuff basically is allowed because it will fuck up your set program and will mess up your results. So in order to follow a diet correctly, you must really release yourself from any form of enjoyment or engagement in your life whilst you focus on carrying out this diet. What I teach that is so different when I talk about the 5 eating codes, which I frequently do throughout this podcast and all the time in my lives and on social, the 5 eating codes allow you to eat intuitively in a manner that's intelligent, in a way that isn't going to disrespect your body, and use all of this to achieve not only the weight loss goals that you have and the aesthetic body goals that you have, but also you can use all of these to achieve any goal that you have in your life. So when it comes to, like we've just come through the Christmas period, the holiday period, the New Year period, and now here we are. And listen, let's just be very real. Easter's around the fucking corner, honey. That Easter bunny's got his little fluffy tail. He's about to jam it through your front door. So you need to get ready because the next round of an eating festivus is about to land on you. So your bounce back rate at this stage is what you want to focus on much, much closer than any level of perfection performance when it comes to the foods that you choose to eat. What's going to get you to your goal is not you having perfect eating. That's not what's going to get you to your goal. What will get you to your goal is you focusing on your bounce back rate. What I mean by this is you should be able to and are entitled to, and it's a normal human experience to want to engage in family events over a holiday period. Go out with friends and enjoy eating, drinking, partying, indulging in the parts of life that make it so special and magical. You shouldn't have to miss out on those things just to have a body or body type or a certain weight on the scale that it is that you think you want. What I'm telling you here, and the way I have approached this now, and most especially this year, and found this to be a tremendous game changer, is to no longer deprive yourself of those magical moments in life, but rather shift the focus to your bounce back rate. How quickly are you going to get back onto your regular routine after that event is over? Because if it's going to take you 5 days of 5 days of self-loathing and then you're like eating your face off all weekend before you can start again, quote unquote, next Monday, then that is a bullshit bounce back rate. Your bounce back rate at that stage is very fucking poor. If you have the occasion and you're out with your friends and you're dancing and you're partying, you're having a wonderful night, and then the next day you are straight back up with the alarm. You're not sleeping in half the day. No, you are back up with the alarm and back onto the regular culture of your daily routine. You've got your morning routine nailed down. You're taking your walks. You're drinking your water. You're giving yourself extra hydration because, you're probably feeling a little seedy from the night before. Your stomach might be like a little brothel at this point, but that's okay. All of that is fine. Your bounce back rate is in full swing at this point. We are not wired for self-control, and nor do you want to be. You want to be able to experience the parties and the moments and the birthdays, and you want to be able to have the cake. Make the memories. But what is your bounce back rate? You're never going to evolve past the previous versions of yourself if you refuse to take responsibility for them. Remember, habits are not a magic wand. They are a ripple effect. You're not going to change overnight just because you decide that you want something different. You have to make small incremental changes that will have a ripple effect as they join together to create a network of change over the coming year. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an amazing episode. I'm really, really pumped to be here with you in 2023. I wish you all the best and all the love. And if you want to know exactly what I did to lose 20 kilos plus more, please head on over to kyliepax.com/free course. Link is in the show notes below. And I will see you all again next week. Until then, my gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.